You know, if you're ever gonna get on a bull and become a bull rider, you gotta start somewhere. That's what I figure. So we're gonna start with Spot here. Spot the bottle calf. All right.
Won't you come on over? We can party till the sun's down. Baby, let me buy you a drink while we're dancing and blink. I can go for some weeping too, weeping too, weeping too. Hey baby, if you're looking for some pricing, I tell you everybody's standing in line for the water slide. You can come on over. We can take you on the coast.
She's a good old. That was the ride of my life, right there.
8 seconds.
8 seconds, baby. It's a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. All I need now is one of them big old belts. 'Cause I haven't seen this guy all day, so it's good to have him. All right.
We can never run out of time sipping strawberry lime. You know I wanna share it with you, share it with you, share it with you. Hey baby, if you look.
Here, calves. So we got these 3 bottle calves, and they're old enough where they're definitely eating grass on their own. They're drinking water very well on their own. And what I did was, we have a little gate over there that you can go into just another part of the pasture that the cow and the sheep were in a little bit. And then I closed it off so that the grass could just grow back nice and everything could grow and kind of restock in there. But I opened that up, and I think, excuse me, what we've been doing with these bottle calves is feeding them twice a day. But they're eating and drinking so well that these 2 here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna back down to once a day for a while, and just get them eating more grass. It's just a really prime time for them to be into that grass. You know, and as far as the alfalfa goes, protein levels are high in there, and they can get what they need out of just grazing, just like the rest of them. And you know, we can keep an eye on them. This is the bottle calf that went septic. The feet are, the front 2 feet specifically, the front 2 hooves here are specifically tender. It's standing on its own, but what we do see a lot is it kneels down in the front. So there's problems there that are just going to take a lot of time to heal. We did a lot of work to those hooves, scraping them out, getting infection out, cutting infection out. And so I think it's just going to take a long time to heal, which is why we're going to go ahead and feed this particular one twice a day, just so we are sure. But we do know that this one is already eating grass. It makes it to the water on its own and drinks fine as well. And it has a really good appetite. It's always hungry for that bottle morning and night. It drinks the bottle just fine like the other ones do. So I feel like the overall health of this calf is good, but it's just this, the hoof deal was a really bad deal. And I just think it's going to take a long time for this calf to really heal completely. But I mean, I think it's going to. We're really, really hopeful that she's going to walk just fine when it's all said and done. So we'll keep you up to date on that as well. All right, Teddy, let's go call her in. Here, Belle! I don't know if you can see her, but she's right over by that tree, and she's already looking at us. So that's gonna tell you right there if she's gonna decide to do it, or if she's just gonna ignore me and not come in. Watch, just watch her. Here, Belle! you gotta have a bit of a country twang to that when you call it. Here, Belle! You know, I don't know if you can see her, but she's just watching me. It's like she wants to obey and come, but she's just like, yeah, it's just, I don't know if you're gonna take me away from my calves. I don't know if I should do it or not. And then she's gonna come, because that's the way she rolls. But I called her name twice, so 3 times, and then what do you do? Here, Belle! It's the whole train of them coming down the line. Look at that, what a good girl, man. Come on in, Belle. Come on. Let's go. So another little update though is with these calves, you know, we're really watching them close. As far as Alan James, which is Belle's second calf, and the kids named him Alan, and then the giraffe calf, you know, we're still really watching those calves to make sure that they are getting the nutrition that they need from Belle, and just that everybody's doing well. And one thing that we saw in Alan James, the Belle's original calf, is the goggles around the eyes and muzzle. And it's a discoloration. It's actually a lot darker there. And so that got me thinking that our mineral program for these are off. That what I thought was the loose mineral that we currently are using, which is just a bag mineral that you give them free choice. There's nothing, you know, at one point we were feeding mineral per mineral and doing like a mineral buffet where they could pick what they needed and take it off of there. We've since from that gone to just regular run-of-the-mill mineral, and we have it in this. We have a salt block here for them, and then we have free choice loose mineral. Now I realize the salt blocks are kind of a joke, I mean, for sure, and a lot of times I wonder, you know, can they get the salt that they need out of a salt block? And I think the answer to that is no, not exactly. But what I found is our mineral has salt in it as a limiter, so that they don't just gouge and just tie into that mineral something fierce. So that means that they're getting salt out of the mineral and they're getting the mineral they need. But what I thought maybe that the calf was lacking is copper. You can see copper deficiencies a lot in fur, and with Angus you see them have kind of a copper, kind of they have a lighter browner tint to their fur. And that can mean a copper deficiency. So we have a really great vet right out of Selby, and Bethany stopped in there and just asked him, and he called me up and we talked over the phone about it, and he was just really informative to me that he knows Belle and has been here before, and he knows exactly our farm situation and exactly what we're doing. And he was just really informative to tell me that in this particular breed, you know, that calf, he's looking really, really good. He's looking really healthy. And it's not a copper deficiency or a mineral deficiency really at all. In that calf, what it is just, it's just the outcome of when you cross a Jersey with a Angus. So that's the Jersey coming out. But what's amazing is now that we have both, that bull calf right there is going to turn into equivalent of what Annie is. I mean, that calf is going to get that black, that dark. and just a beautiful, I mean, she's just a beautiful, beautiful heifer. And the coat just looks sleek and black and just really pretty. So they lose all that brown color, and I'm sure that even as a bull calf that he'll do the same. So the Jersey Angus cross really only seems to come out as a young calf, and then as they grow out of being the calf into the adolescence, I guess, they really lose that and they'll go completely black.
It's dusk time. It's so gorgeous out. The sun has set and we're out checking the garden to see how things are going. And actually I've been wanting to stay really persistent on these little garden clips because we decided to grow all of our tomatoes and cucumbers. If you've been following us, we did a couple videos on it. And we've been wanting to grow all these plants up against this hog panel to allow them to grow up. And so I've been wanting them to kind of stay that method rather than just spread all over where you end up getting rotted plants and you just don't know where your fruit is. So I was out here checking all my plants, getting ready to kind of get them crawling up the fence, and look what I found. This gorgeous little cucumber plant has a cucumber already, and I'm gonna pick it and eat it. Look at that little thing. This is like perfect size to making pickles too. So these cucumber plants, this is the best year I've ever had for good looking cucumbers. Crispy. So it's actually June 7th today. And this is like the earliest cucumber I've ever grown in my life of being a gardener. I don't even know if I'd call myself a gardener. So as we finish up our little garden evening, just checking out how everything's going, I was looking over in the little compost pile and I see all these mushrooms growing everywhere. So thanks for hopping on tonight. Make sure to click subscribe to our channel so you can get notified. If you know anything about these mushrooms, we'd love to know your comments in the section below. Are they edible? Are they gonna kill me? What the world? Look at these things. They smell like mushrooms. They look like mushrooms. They've gotta be mushrooms.